Thank you so much for tuning in, lovelies. Let me share with you this easy 4-step jollof rice step to take to achieve the best jollof rice you've ever wished to make for you and your family. But please stay tuned, lovelies, and let's cook. This is if you want to go for any protein for your jollof rice. Then you should have it in mind. Number one is your stock. Well-seasoned protein gives you a perfect stock for your jollof rice. I am going for basmati rice this time. You can go for any rice of your choice. The second step to note to achieve a best jollof rice taste are your bell peppers. Bell peppers and red onion and garlic and all that. Those things is the key to a super delicious jollof rice. I prefer to go for more bell peppers and onion instead of more tomatoes. I go for fresh tomatoes in summer because there I will find the taste of tomatoes, and in winter the canned one is perfect. All the ingredients for this recipe is listed out in the description box, guys, okay? This is how I season my protein. I am going for turkey gizzard, and cow skin, which is coming in later. What I do first is to introduce my onion, garlic, and ginger. I don't play with ginger and garlic on this recipe. It's summer, so everywhere it's full of fresh herbs. So I am going to season with thyme, fresh thyme, and fresh rosemary. Okay, so if you have dry one, fine. I went in with my bouillon powder, I went in with curry, and then again my salt. Okay, so if you have basil at home, you can add in some fresh basil or some frozen one. I have this frozen one, so add it in or skip it. Then cook your meat to let it produce its own juice first so that it will take those spices taste, and then introduce your water. Add enough water to cook your meat, enough water to give you the stock you are going to use for your jollof rice. Okay, let the water cover up your stock, your meat, just like you see on the screen. Cover and let it continue to cook until soft and tender. My tomato is been pre-boiled, so what I'm blending here is my red bell pepper, red onion, garlic cloves, and if you have your scotch bonnet pepper, blend all together and set aside. This meat has been cooking for the past 25 minutes. I'm going to introduce the cow skin and let it continue to cook for 10 minutes more because the cow skin it's already soft on its own. And then 10 minutes later, I'm going to take out all the meat, scoop out the meat and strain your stock. This is the stock we need for our jollof rice. Okay, so next I am going to introduce some amount of oil on my pot, adding some onion for a beautiful fragrance. And if you want, you can do this process on your air fryer or deep fryer, but this oil is what we are going to use for our jollof rice, guys. It brings a lot of changes to the taste of your jollof rice, so you want to set that aside. Okay, to my oil, I'm going to take some part of it, introduce in my cooking pot, and then fry my onion. You want to fry this onion until fragrance. Another important thing you want to do is how to fry your tomato paste first. You want to take your time and fry the tomato paste. After taking my time to cook roast my tomato paste until it changes to darker color and have the scrambled look, I am going to introduce my bell pepper mixture first. This is because you can as well add your bell pepper mixture with tomatoes, but I am doing it like this because I want some sauce apart. My husband loves to have sauce apart. Okay, so I will add in my scotch bonnet pepper. It's been blended and frozen. Okay, so add in all those things if everything is inside already, so there's no need of the stuff, of course. So I'm going to set some bell pepper sauce aside. This is because I want more of the bell pepper sauce than the tomatoes aside that I will use later. Okay, add in your tomatoes, blended tomatoes or parboiled tomatoes, anyone you have. Add it and let it cook. When that is done, I'm going to add in some sauce. Still keep some sauce at the side. Okay, you will need the sauce for later use. Then I will introduce my stock. Okay, my protein stock. Stir here and there, and then give it a taste, because you want to add in your stock first to know how much of the seasoning is still coming in. When you are done with that, you want to season with your bouillon powder, season with curry, with thyme, with bay leaf, okay, and then with small amount of salt, because our stock contains salt already, so we are not going to add too much salt again. So as you see me introduce all my bay leaf and the thyme and your curry, I have to add my nutmeg. Nutmeg for jollof rice. I don't know. I can't do without nutmeg for jollof rice. Okay, guys. So when that is done, you still want to taste. This is another point that is very, very important. Okay, don't just cook your sauce and let it go just like that. Before you say I did not season my apart sauce, okay, I have to season it just because those sauce taste amazing on its own, those bell peppers. So I just season with small amount of curry, small amount of salt, and small amount of bouillon powder, and that is it. So you want to again and again wash your rice with hot water. I mean hot water, wash severally, and then go back and test your sauce. This is one point that is very important I said lastly, which is that the sauce has to taste amazing before you introduce your rice, because you cannot adjust the sauce again when the rice is inside. Okay, so let your sauce taste to your satisfaction. This is the fourth point. We are still coming to the third point. Okay, so let's jump to fourth point. Let your sauce taste good before you harden your rice. When you are satisfied with your sauce, then your jollof rice is going to come out great. Okay, so add in your rice, your washed rice. I just use hot water to wash it, and then introduce in your sauce, your satisfied sauce. I repeat, okay. When you have generously stirred, you want to cover up and let it cook slowly. This is the third point we jumped, okay? The slow cooking. It has to be very slow on the lowest heat to cook your jollof rice, okay? So at the other side, to get my sauce ready, I have to introduce my cow skin and the gizzard. I don't like to fry my gizzard. I love to have it like that, okay? Just add it and stir all together and let it simmer on its own on a very gentle heat. Behind you are not doing anything till it's done. So back to our jollof rice, guys. If you want to stir your jollof rice, you don't want to stir everywhere. I love to stir it this way, you know, scoop it and flip, scoop and flip, so that those upper side will go down to get another heat to soften everything. Okay, like I said, I will not stop saying this, guys. The heat is what is cooking your jollof rice, not too much liquid. Okay, so you want to low, that was the third point, low your heat and cook your jollof rice to avoid you adding too much water to change the taste of the jollof rice. So I covered with foil paper and lower my heat and let it cook. Can you see how this foil paper just blow up? That shows the heat is going in, and the buns, there's no jollof rice without bun. Don't worry, it will burn. Those bun is what is bringing the taste of the smokiness. Those bun down pots, okay? It's bringing out those smoky taste while the heat is doing its work, softening those rice. Okay, so that's just jollof rice for you. It must burn. Well, we need it. That's, I don't know, but that's just the taste, and you want to keep on tasting and see if it's still hard. Don't be carried away that the rice is not hard again and stop cooking it. It has to be soft, okay? be salt. So this nutmeg I just added, I don't skip it. I had nutmeg at this point because this is just to refresh the taste of the nutmeg. The one you added earlier does not boost at the end of your cooking, okay? I added nutmeg. I just had some spoons of water, cover with foil paper again. Come back to check, guys. When you cover up, let it stay for at least 5 to 10 minutes before you come back to check it. At that time, it must have produced enough heat and those smokiness that you want. Look at those smokiness coming out, girl. Look at that. Look at that. It is just you. We need it, okay? So just take your time, cook your jollof rice on a low heat. I repeat, low heat. That was the third point, okay, because we jumped into fourth, okay. So, and that's it. This last point too, I still love it. This last point, adding some sauce, is to bring the moist back, okay. You want to bring back the moist. The butter also, it's important, that yummy taste, okay. No, butter must be there. So adding your butter, some sliced onion or some tomatoes if you want to add one, and then come back to check it is done. That sauce apart, we say sauce apart in a kitchen term language. My husband don't do without it, so he has infected me with eating jollof rice with sauce apart, okay. Those meat, that's the most important thing there, that sauce there, not just the meat but that sauce there. What my husband don't like is just cow skin. If not, he enjoyed that sauce so much. Maybe you've heard me say jollof rice here since, okay. He calls it jollof rice. Okay, so jollof rice is ready. This is one of our best and favorite meal. The rice tastes amazing, guys. I tell you, try this recipe and let me know step by step. Don't be in a haste. I love to go for this rice for my jollof rice because it gives me what I want, this basmati rice, okay. So that's it, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, thank you. Please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified, and also check out for more videos on this channel. Okay, thank you so much to my returning subscribers for always tuning in. You don't want to know how I plate my jollof rice with hand. Yeah, so see you in my next one. Bye for now.